Lucid's most important new product is an electric 3-row luxury SUV. Love it or hate it, the 2025 Lucid Gravity has arrived. The SUV from Lucid looks to elevate our standards the same way the Air sedan did when it earned our 2022 Car of the Year award. Except the Gravity isn't just an Air SUV, the sedan with a wagonoid body and lifted suspension. No, the new Gravity is an evolution from the Air, and it makes us feel a lot. We have lots of feelings about this one. A little Air, a little Isuzu? As the editor currently daily driving Motor Trend's year-long Lucid Air test car, this author can't tell you how many times he's wished for a cabin with more space. Because what we've found is that people of various heights, not just tall people, are at risk of knocking their head on the way into an Air. Some have also found the Air's driving position a bit claustrophobic, too. Enter the 2025 Lucid Gravity. No, really, you have a better chance of entering it without bonking your head. This thoroughly modern SUV is tall enough for smoother ingress and egress, yet has a long and low look that vaguely recalls the Isuzu Axiom from the early 2000s. Can't recall that? It appeared in the movie Spy Kids. Still nothing? Even so, any fan of the Air sedan will recognize the Gravity as part of the Lucid family. However, we suspect it's no accident Lucid showed us the Gravity in one of its higher suspension heights. In its lowest suspension height, and especially with smaller wheels, the sleek Gravity should look almost car-like, the visual antithesis of the boxy, adventurous-looking Rivian R1S. To each their own, right? As for the Gravity, 2-row, 5-seat and 3-row, 7-passenger versions will be available. We're told a 6-passenger Gravity with second-row captain's chairs is being considered for later on. Also new to Lucid? An available rear-wheel steering system and an air suspension that auto-adjusts based on speed. Both technologies can make a huge difference in ride quality, low-speed handling, and the overall driving experience when executed well. When the Gravity goes on sale in the second half of 2024, we'll see if Lucid can introduce these features without too many bugs at launch. An electric SUV with a 500-mile range? Lucid's engineering excellence has stunned the electric car space with a luxury sedan that's quick, fun to drive, efficient, and still manages more than 500 miles of EPA-rated range for certain models. That's unbeatable in the luxury car segment, and we have high hopes for the 2025 Gravity SUV as a result. Using what Lucid says is a new platform from Air, the Gravity has updated motors and a drag coefficient of just under 0.24 in certain trims, though details are slim at this point. We do know that the floor won't be a different height for the two battery packs. On the Air, you gain about 3 inches of rear seat legroom by foregoing the larger battery pack, which intrudes on passengers' foot space. Don't expect any Gravity to reach 500 miles of range, unless maybe you drive it down a very, very long hill. Instead, expect at least one Gravity trim to hit at least 440 miles of range. The Tesla Model X tops out just below 350 miles, and the Rivian R1S manages up to a claimed 400 with its larger battery pack. Lucid claims the Gravity can add 200 miles of range in 15 minutes thanks to its 300 kilowatt charge rate, too. Towing and off-roading. Dual-motor all-wheel drive will be standard on the 2025 Gravity, though the company isn't ruling out a single-motor rear-drive version down the line. If enough customers warm to the Gravity and it doesn't require price cuts like the Air has, a rear-drive Gravity probably won't happen. By now, looking at our photos of the 2025 Gravity, you can probably tell this Lucid is no rock crawler like the R1S. However, the Gravity does have an off-road mode that sets the Air suspension's height at its tallest setting with access to full torque. Sounds like fun. We're curious what ground clearance will be on an SUV that looks as boulevard-ready as this one does. Wheel options include 20 inches in front with 21s in back, 21s in front with 22s in back, or 22s in front with 23s in back. Towing capacity comes to £6,000, which is £1,700 less than what you can tow in a Rivian R1S or Audi Q7, but infinity more pounds than the Air sedan can haul. Acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour can be accomplished in as little as 3.5 seconds, for Lucid. We don't have horsepower and torque specs yet, but the 2025 Gravity will have at least 480 horsepower. At launch, Gravity models will likely match or beat power of the 620 horsepower Touring and 819 horsepower Grand Touring models. Will Lucid build a higher performance Gravity Sapphire? Given how good the 1234 horsepower Air Sapphire has been in our testing, our fingers are crossed. Falling for Gravity? The 2025 Gravity is very much a Lucid in design and the way it reaches forward into the future. Attempting to be on the cutting edge has its pros and cons, though, so we're curious to see how well Lucid can execute on the Gravity's promise. That aside, the 2025 Gravity undeniably expands the Lucid brand's reach in a way an executive sedan never could. And the expected starting price of under $80,000 should help, too. The Air is only just now getting lower cost versions at a similar price point, having launched in the six figures.